Hello students, welcome to P Block Elements lecture 6. Let us begin this lecture with learning chemical reactivity of group 16 elements. Reaction with hydrogen. Group 16 elements oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium, they react with hydrogen and form compound of the type H2E, where E is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium or polonium. So here we have compounds: water, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen selenium, hydrogen tellurium, hydrogen polonium. Thermal stability. The thermal stability of group 16 elements hydride depends on the strength of the element and hydrogen bond. Here M stands for oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. In other words, I can say that it depends on bond dissociation energy. And you know that down the group bond length increases, bond dissociation energy decreases, or strength of the bond decreases, hence thermal stability decreases down the group. So we know atomic size increases from water to hydrogen tellurium, therefore tendency to form MH bond decreases. In other words, I can say that strength of the bond decreases, hence thermal stability also decreases. From these values it is clear that dissociation enthalpy that decreases down the group, hence thermal stability also decreases down the group. Acidic character. Acid is a substance that donates proton easily. You know that bond dissociation enthalpy decreases down the group. So because of increase in the bond length, so down the group ability to donate proton also increases, hence there is increase in acidic character. So hydrides of group 16 are weak diprotic acids. In aqueous medium they dissociate as follows. For example, H2S if I take, then it donates a proton to water to form HS minus ion. HS minus ion further donates one more proton to form sulfide ion. Acidic character is inversely proportional to MH bond strength. Reaction of hydrides with bases. Being acidic in nature, they are capable of reacting with base. Hydrogen sulfide reacts with the base to form sodium hydrosulfide along with water. Sodium hydrosulfide further reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium sulfide along with water. Reducing character. So reducing character depends once again how easily we are capable of giving hydrogen. So once again what happens, students, down the group the bond dissociation enthalpy decreases, ability to give hydrogen increases, hence there is an increase in reducing character down the group. All hydrides of the elements of group 16 act as reducing in nature except water because of high bond dissociation enthalpy. Reducing character increases down the group from H2S to H2TE. So once again reducing character is inversely proportional to thermal stability. Preparation of oxygen. So different methods are used to prepare oxygen. The first method is by thermal decomposition of oxygen rich compounds like potassium permanganate, potassium nitrate, hydrogen peroxide, chloric acid salts, perchloric acid salts, etc. For example, potassium chlorate in the presence of catalyst MnO2, when it is heated, undergoes decomposition to form oxygen as the product. So here MnO2 acts as a catalyst. Similarly, potassium nitrate, when it is heated, it decomposes to form potassium nitrite along with dioxygen. Once again, potassium permanganate, when it is heated, it decomposes to form potassium manganate, MnO2 and dioxygen as the product. Similarly, potassium dichromate on heating gives oxygen. potassium perchlorate on heating gives oxygen. So any oxygen rich compound you take and heat it, you are going to get oxygen as the product or dioxygen as the product. So even we can get a dioxygen by the thermal decomposition of some metallic oxides like mercuric oxide or oxides of lead, oxide of zinc, etc. So when mercuric oxide heated at a temperature of 720 Kelvin, it decomposes to form mercury and dioxygen. Similarly, when silver oxide is heated at high temperature, it decomposes to form silver and oxygen. Lead oxide, when it is heated, it also decomposes to form oxygen as the product. Barium peroxide, when it is heated, it also decomposes to form oxygen as a product. Similarly, sodium peroxide, or even we can take hydrogen peroxide and heat it. So once again you are going to get a dioxygen as the product. MnO2, manganese dioxide, on heating gives oxygen as a product. Commercial method of preparation of oxygen from water, nothing but by electrolysis process. When water is electrolyzed at anode, we get oxygen, at cathode we get hydrogen gas. From air, by fractional distillation of air. So first air is liquefied, and after that we have to carry out fractional distillation that leads to the formation of oxygen. Liquid nitrogen has boiling point of 78 Kelvin, whereas liquid oxygen has boiling point of 90.2 Kelvin. So it is first nitrogen that is removed, and after that it is oxygen. Reactions of dioxygen. Active metals like calcium, aluminum, magnesium, sodium, etc. they react with the dioxygen and form oxides as the product. For example, when calcium reacts with oxygen, we get calcium oxide. Similarly, when aluminum reacts with oxygen, we get aluminum oxide. Reaction with non-metals, carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, etc. non-metals, when they react with oxygen, they form their respective oxide product. For example, phosphorus reacts with oxygen to form tetraphosphorus decoxide. Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon monoxide. If you use excess oxygen, then you get carbon dioxide. When dioxygen reacts with sulfur dioxide, it forms sulfur trioxide as a product. This reaction carried out in the presence of vanadium pentoxide as the catalyst. When dioxygen reacts with hydrogen chloride, we get water as the product along with chlorine, and this reaction is carried out at high temperature of 700 Kelvin in the presence of catalyst cupric chloride. Reaction with zinc sulfide. When a dioxygen reacts with zinc sulfide, it forms a zinc oxide as a product. When it reacts with methane, it forms carbon dioxide and water as the product. Uses of dioxygen. Dioxygen is most essential for sustaining life on the earth. It is used by all living beings in respiration. Liquid dioxygen is an important constituent of rocket fuel. It is used in making oxyhydrogen and oxyacetylene torches, which are used for cutting and welding of metals. Oxides and types. A binary compound of oxygen with another element is called as oxide. In oxides, we have acidic oxide, basic oxide, amphoteric oxide, and even neutral oxide. Let us see examples for each. Acidic oxides. When carbon dioxide dissolved in water, it forms a carbonic acid. Hence, carbon dioxide act as acidic oxide. Similarly, when dinitrogen pentoxide dissolved in water, it forms nitric acid. When sulfur dioxide dissolved, it forms sulfuric acid. Similarly, phosphorus oxide or tetraphosphorus decoxide, when it is dissolved in water, it forms a phosphoric acid. Cl2O7 on dissolving, it forms perchloric acid. Basic oxides. Na2O when dissolved in water, it forms sodium hydroxide. Calcium oxide when dissolved in water, it forms calcium hydroxide. Barium oxide when dissolved in water, it forms barium hydroxide. So students, remember, acidic oxides are those when they dissolved in water they form acids. Similarly, basic oxides are those when they dissolved in water they form bases. Amphoteric oxide, they can act as both acid as well as base. Now in this reaction, Al2O3 act as base to form AlCl3 and water. In the second reaction, Al2O3 acts as an acid to form complex sodium hexahydroxidoaluminate 3. Zinc oxide on HCl forms zinc chloride and water, whereas when it reacts with sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium zincate and water as a product. Neutral oxides, carbon monoxide, nitrogen monoxide and laughing gas nitrous oxide act as neutral oxides. Thank you, students.